Hey guys, today we're going to be sliming some tires. So here in St. George, we have great trail, it's pretty sweet, but we do have tons and tons of goat heads. And the issue with goat heads is that you get flats pretty often. But as long as you slime your tires, just put a little of that tire sealant in them, it works just fine. And you can run a tubeless setup with tubeless sealant, or you can have the tube setup with tube sealant. Doesn't really matter as long as you have some type of sealant. So that's what we're going to do today. So I've taken the cap off and we're going to configure some Schrader valves with tube sealant. So just want to take you along for the ride. So first thing we're going to be doing is removing the cap to the valve, which is right over here today. Then we're just going to let the air out of the tire. Then once you have most of the air out of the tire, you're going to remove it. There's a little way to remove the core. There's a little indentation in this thing, you can see. And you can just, it's called a core remover tool. And we're just going to rotate it counterclockwise, hopefully, like so. And then it's generally not in there too tight. So you can get big tire sealant. I got the gallon one, which has tons of sealant in it. It also has a core remover tool built in, pretty sweet. I might use that because it doesn't have knobs on it. Let's just use that. Boom. Got the core out. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put 4 ounces of tube sealant in this tire. I got the gallon one, so I got the hose, the fancy little hose that comes with it. Got the pump that comes with it. And we're just going to pump 4 ounces of tire sealant into this sucker. It's going to be great. So it's 1 ounce per pump if you have something giant like this. One. Okay, it's taking a minute to prime up. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I like to clear out the core just by blowing in a little bit. Because there's tire sealant sitting in there and you don't want it to get stuck when you put the core remover tool back in. So I'll stick it in and then pull it out and then stick it in one more time and that should do it. Because some of this has fibers in it just hanging around. It's got little fibers so it can manage the big flats. And if you've got big fibers stuck in it, then what'll happen is when you put that back in, there's a little seal on it. It might not seal perfectly if you have stuff stuck in the valve stem. So we're gonna make sure that this valve stem is just seated straight and put it back on. Easy peasy. So I actually have a little bit of air. I'm just gonna pump her right back up. You do want to make sure that the valve stem is fairly straight. so it looks nice. So do that. And when it's flat, what you can do is you can just push against the valve stem sideways, just to keep it in the right spot as you pump it back up. Specialized gave me these interesting caps that turn green when the tire pressure is good. And then when the tire pressure gets below this number, 23, it'll actually, there's a green tab that goes down. I'll show you the green tab. It's pretty sweet. But first, we're just going to check tire pressure. We're sitting at 20 psi. Need some more. Let's check that. 40 psi. I like 40. I think they were a little higher when we first got them. So I'll pump it up a little bit more. Christina might like to be, you know, right at 45, 50. All right, we're chilling at 45. That's cool. So it actually creates a seal. So this is interesting. Check it out. So this is actually pushing it down. Let's put it on this other side. So this is actually pushing that down, and then the air gets pushed this way, and then it has this little gauge on it. So see how that's green? That's like a little indicator that your tire's good. That's so crazy. Anyway, that's how to slime your tire. Super easy. Thanks for watching.